Diane Lane has captivated audiences for decades with her timeless beauty, immense talent, and unforgettable performances in films like Unfaithful, Under the Tuscan Sun, and The Perfect Storm. But what many fans don't know is that behind her successful Hollywood career lies a story filled with emotional challenges, personal heartbreak, and a quiet strength that often went unnoticed. Diane's journey began at a very young age. Born in 1965, she started acting at just 6 years old, and by the time she was 13, she had already been cast in her breakout role in A Little Romance. While many young actors would have basked in early fame, for Diane it came with a heavy cost. Her childhood was far from conventional. Her parents divorced when she was still a baby, and she was raised mostly by her father, who was a drama coach in New York City. At one point, Diane even ran away with her mother to Georgia. A custody battle followed, and for a period, she was effectively kidnapped by her own parent. That kind of instability at such a young age would be tough for anyone, let alone someone thrust into the public eye. As Diane matured, the pressures of fame grew heavier. Hollywood often places an unfair burden on actresses to conform to unrealistic beauty standards and typecasting, and Diane was no exception. Despite her undeniable talent, she frequently found herself reduced to the beautiful love interest, struggling to be seen for her depth as a performer. But perhaps most heartbreaking was her personal life away from the spotlight. In 1988, Diane married actor Christopher Lambert after a whirlwind romance, but their relationship was far from easy. The couple divorced in 1994 after years of trying to make things work. Later, in 2004, Diane married actor Josh Brolin, but just months into their marriage, he was arrested following a domestic dispute. Although Diane chose not to press charges and the couple attempted to move forward, their marriage ended in divorce by 2013. Through it all, Diane maintained a dignified silence, rarely discussing the painful details in interviews. Instead, she focused on her craft, delivering powerful performances, and continuing to work consistently in film and television. Her role as Martha Kent in the Man of Steel franchise introduced her to a new generation of fans, and her portrayal was praised for its quiet strength, a reflection, perhaps, of her own resilience. Diane Lane's story is not one of defeat, but of perseverance. She never allowed the heartbreaks of her personal life or the challenges of the industry to define her. Instead, she quietly rebuilt herself, one role at a time, always with grace and authenticity. It's a reminder that behind every star is a real person, and in Diane's case, a survivor. If you've ever admired her on screen, now you know just how much strength lies behind those performances. Diane Lane is more than a Hollywood icon. She's a fighter. Thanks for watching Celeb Zone, where the real stories of the stars come to light.